Hello my friends. As usual, we have a new opportunity to learn something new. Not probably, I'm absolutely sure that the topic we'll be reviewing right now is something that you guys already know. But maybe we will go deeper into the topic, and the topic is very simple. We will be talking about the future, and the future using will, going to, and the present progressive. So as I said, it's gonna be simple, but I have to make just some comments about each form. So stay with me for the following minutes. We will check it, and we will continue to learn. Thank you for joining this class. I will keep talking. Well, as I mentioned during the introduction, the topic is very simple. We will review the present progressive for future or to imply the future, going to that you already know, and the auxiliary will. So what should I remember about all these three? Why do we have three, and when can I use them? So here is a clue. When we use the present progressive, we normally use it to talk about plans and arrangements. I have many examples that I can share with you, but you have to keep this in mind. You use the present progressive when you have arranged to do something and you have a plan to do something. Check my example. It says Alice is going to the dentist on Friday. You can say going, and maybe you can confuse it with the auxiliary, but this exactly refers only to the fact that she's moving to see the dentist. Maybe we could see Alice is visiting the dentist, Alice is seeing the dentist on Friday, etc. What I'm trying to explain whenever I use the present continuous or the present progressive is that she has an appointment to see the dentist. It's not only an intention, it's not only a wish or a prediction. No, we will use present progressive to talk about a plan and arrangement, something that is going to happen. And here you will see some questions as examples. For example, this: are you meeting your friends tonight? I'm staying at home this weekend. He isn't coming to the party. Another different type of interpretation about the future using present progressive is to talk about immediate future. We use it to say that something is going to happen soon. For example, I'm playing soccer with my friends tonight. I'm going on vacation as soon as the COVID thing finishes. I'm starting my classes in 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. Now, when can I use going to? Going to is probably what you use the most whenever you want to say something or whenever you want to refer to the future. You will use it when you have decided to do something and your intention is to do it. Check this timeline that I put right here, and we are in the now. You say, I'm going to do it. What happened previously? Well, you decided to do it. And this is the reason why we say that going to is only used whenever you are going to do something that you decided and that you have the intention to do. We usually refer to going to as a certain future, right here, as a certain future, and because it is clear that something is sure to happen. We're sure that something is going to happen, and this is the reason why I have two different drawings. Number one, the little robot or the little person says, look at the sky. The sky is this, and it's very dark and it's very cloudy. And he says, because it is clear that something is sure to happen, it's going to rain. Remember, you only add another verb. It's going to rain, I'm going to eat, I'm going to visit my parents, etc. Check this other example. We have a woman that is probably angry and mad, and we have the time, it's 9 o'clock. She says, it is 9 o'clock and I'm not ready. What is the fact and what is clear to happen? Well, she's going to be late, and she says, I'm going to be late. And finally, we have the auxiliary will. The auxiliary will is something we will use to make predictions and express wishes. Now, we never use will or don't use it for things you have arranged or decided to do. That is, don't use it whenever you have to use the going to, and don't use it when you have to work on the present progressive. We will usually talk about spontaneous decisions or fact that could happen in the future. Again, we refer to a prediction. Or spontaneous decisions. Check this out. I am tired. I think I will go to bed early. If you analyze this sentence, you will realize that my sentence is circled or squared, if you would call it some way. And it is because normally with will, we refer to an uncertain future. It is a prediction, it is something that we don't know. So normally we will use it with the word think. So for example, this, it is a nice day. I think I'll sit in the garden. It could be a spontaneous decision, but also it could be a prediction or something you intend to do, but you're not 100% sure. Now, the last opportunity or the last option in which you can use a will is this. You can use will when you offer to do something. Check this guy, he's suffering and says, my box is very heavy. And here he says, I'll carry it for you. So now that you know about these three options to talk about the future, I will just provide 3 additional words that you need for this. But before I forget, I want you to pay attention to these 2 sentences. I think I won't. Imagine this. I think I won't take the class. I think I won't sleep late. I think I won't take a shower. This sentence, although it sounds correct, it is not. The correct option, whenever you want to say something in the future using the will that you don't think it's going to happen, you have to use it using this structure. I don't think I will. For example, I don't think I will take a shower. I don't think I will eat potatoes. I don't think I will visit my friends. I don't think I will be back to classes soon. So keep this in mind whenever you use will, my friends. Well, now, what if I told you that we can use the present simple to express the future? Remember, normally we use the present simple to talk about routines, to talk about repeated actions, right? Like, I play soccer every day, I go to Cancun on vacations, etc. But now, what if I told you that it is possible to express the future using the present simple? Check this out. The present simple. Now, the present simple is often used to refer to future events that are scheduled and always outside of our control. Check this example so you can understand it better. Hurry up, the bus departs in 10 minutes. We're using the present, but we imply the future. We refer to it. Check this out. I leave Puebla at 10 p.m. and arrive in Mexico City at 2 p.m. That's another example. Now, finally, she has an English class after school today. So, as I said before, it is possible to use the present simple to refer to the future. Okay, my friends, now remember, you don't really have a problem with the will. You know how to use will, you know the difference between will and going to, and you also know how to use the present progressive to talk or to refer to the future. So now, what is necessary to review right now? These 3 expressions. I have definitely, certainly, and probably. Now, all of these 3 can be used with will, but only definitely and certainly can be used with going to. Why? Remember, going to is used to talk about something that is certain, and that is the reason why probably doesn't fit, because probably is better used with will, since the nature of will is something that is not certain or that is just a possibility. So now, what is it important to review about these 3 expressions? It is very important that we review the correct position in the sentence. So now let me show you how this works so you know. I created this chart so you have a better reference of the correct position of these 3 expressions in the sentence. I divided it by positive, negative, and contracted form because it is important that you know that depending on the type of sentence that you're using, the use of the word might change. Now, check this first example. I am going to drink tequila. Remember, for going to, we can only use definitely and certainly. Check this out. I am certainly going to drink tequila. Or you could say, I am definitely going to drink tequila. Now check the negative form. Now the position changes because we have a negative. I will say, I am definitely not going to drink tequila, or I am certainly not going to drink tequila. And finally, for the contracted form, you will say, I'm definitely not going to drink tequila, or I'm certainly not going to drink tequila. Now, this is just a little exception, and you will see it right now. Observe number 2. She's going to need the phone. You can say she is definitely going to need the phone. She's certainly going to need the phone. Now check the negative form. Again, we will put it between the is and between the not. She is definitely not going to need the phone. She's certainly not going to need the phone. But what happens when we have a contraction? Now the position changes and it goes before the contracted negative form. Check this out. She definitely isn't going to need the phone. She certainly isn't going to need the phone. Now observe what happens with will. Remember, with will, we can use definitely, certainly, or probably. I will use probably, and check this out. I will probably take a shower. I will certainly or definitely take a shower. Now observe this. I will probably not take a shower. And if I have a contracted negative form, I will say, again, the position changes. I probably won't take a shower. I certainly won't take a shower. I definitely won't take a shower. Now, finally, you are going to visit grandma. You can say, you're definitely going to visit grandma. You're certainly going to visit grandma. And now if it is negative, remember between the verb to be and the not. You are definitely not going to visit grandma. You are certainly not going to visit grandma. And finally, if you have the contracted negative form, you will say you definitely are not going to visit grandma, or you certainly are not going to visit grandma. Okay, my friends, I'm going to stop the lesson right here. I actually have something else to share with you, but I think that right now this is all you have to analyze and keep in mind, because it's sort of extended. So please reflect on this, remember, analyze it, check it, pause the video, stop the video, copy the chart if necessary. And I think, and I'm very sure that this class will be very helpful, especially for the purpose of remembering how the future works. So thank you very much for coming to my class. I will see you very soon. We are only 2 weeks away from coming back to classes. So thank you very much. See you later, guys.